Respect, 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 James Wilson. Still J. Joe Delaney. This story is out of Alabama, my home state. And it really pains me that this happened to this young man. I don't, I'll try to find out his age. Respect together. It really pains me to talk about this story. And let's say for sure respect to everybody in here that gonna watch the replay. It really pains me to do this story right here. I'm big on if you break the laws of this land, you should be punished for it, right? I'm big on that. You should be punished for it. But when you get locked up, your humanity is not left at the door. Okay. All right, Miss April. So I'll go ahead and so I think go ahead finish this story right here I'm about to do.
Okay, so how long is that gonna be?
This gonna be I'll be talking about this for a while. This story about a while. So this is really, really,
Okay.
it really is it really hurtful. It's going to make people think about loved ones that's
Okay.
locked up.
All right. Well, I'll check back in the hour.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Mm. Like I said, this really pains me on this right here. It really makes you think about if you got any loved ones, you know anybody that got loved ones that locked up, you need to check on them. Because this man was neglected medical care, free medical care that is locked up, that we pay taxes to the state and they in state care, right? So here's the story. Family alleges medical neglect of a man who died days after getting medical furlough. The man's name is Antonio Inez Smith, was granted medical furlough in September but was not released to his family till October, which he died 4 days later. Now here's the story right here. Here's the story. An incarcerated man died 4 days after being released on medical furlough, and his family is claiming he was medically neglected and question why he was not released sooner. And that's on the Alabama Department of Corrections. Check this out. He was granted medical furlough in late September, but was not released to his family until 30 days after on October 23rd. 4 days later, he passed away after succumbing to the effects of stage 4 lung cancer. And what his sister says is clear medical neglect by Alabama Department of Corrections. Think about that for a minute. Think about that for a minute. You got a loved one locked up. They supposed to take care of you in there. Your humanity, no matter what your crime was is, your humanity do not stop at the door. You not being human do not stop at that cell door when they close it on you. And here's the story. Once I wheeled him out of that prison, all he could, all he could was cry. That's all he could do. Casey said. He said, "I can't believe they let me get to this point before they let me come home. I look like a damn skeleton. These people done killed me." All he could do was cry. That's all he could do was cry. Multiple pictures Casey shared with APR. This pit, this picture, the condition he was in when he was finally released to the family. The photo showed the frail skeletal frame of Smith, as well as what appears to be bed sores on his body. Casey said that her brother could not physically do anything by himself, and that touching him caused him pain. What kind of human being? What kind of human being lets another human being go that long without treatment? What kind of human being in a right mind let another human being suffer like that? Respect, Rocky. What kind of human being let somebody go that long without medical treatment? Could y'all do that? Could y'all let a human go that long without treatments? And it goes on to say Smith had a daughter who was born while he was incarcerated and had never seen her father outside of prison till the day he was released on medical furlough. Casey said Smith's daughter could not even hug him because of how frail he was. Respect, Kevin. The family also had to cover the costs associated with Smith's funeral. We get we didn't get my brother home. We got a skeleton home and a burial fee, Casey said. Once he was released to the family, a nurse with a hospital facility came and saw the condition Smith was in. According to Casey, the nurse said Smith had no more meat to lose, observing the fact that he lost all the body fat in his body. Now just imagine that. Just imagine your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, and uncle, grandma, granddaddy, anybody in your family coming home like that. He no meat on his body. The lost all his fat in his body fat. His sister goes to say, Casey said Smith was often left in his urinal and the medical department would not assist him because they did not deem him incapacitated. Casey recalled visiting her brother before his release on September 25th. What kind of human being, a medical personnel, do a human being that do a person like that? That a medical personnel for not should not, and they are supposed to let a patient, let a man go like that for that long. And it goes on to say on October 5th, Casey called her brother, and Smith said he had not taken a bath since they visit 10 days early. And you could let the man go 10 days without taking a bath. Now, Alabama Department of Correction. That's how they treat people in the Alabama Department of Correction, right? Then Casey goes on to say, Casey also said that his cancer treatment never started till approximately June, although he received his cancer diagnosed in November of 2022. Just think about that. He was diagnosed in 2022, but his cancer treatment didn't start to June. 7 months after he received his cancer diagnosis. Let that sink in. What kind of medical staff do they have? Although some of them do deserve to be like that, do they deserve to be treated like that? That is the question. Do they deserve to be treated like that? Then she goes on and said she spoke with Lieutenant Daniel, and he said that medical department said they didn't consider Tony to be incapacitated, so they didn't assist him with anything. He said, and this was before he came home in the condition that she showed us. I would show you the picture, but it's too graphic. I got my standard. I got my standard of showing that picture. And she's asking, even with our electronic bed, hospital bed, he couldn't even lift his head up on his own. So just to get out of bed, he was having to pay inmates. Just thinking about the man in there got cancer, didn't get treatment, medical staff didn't help him, and he had to pay some inmate to help him out of bed. What kind of mess is that? That's sad, but it's true. It goes on in prisons when you're locked up because they don't want to fool with you. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want to deal with you. See, check on your loved ones. ADOC defines incapacitation as the following: for the purpose of this regulation, a permanent, irreversible physical or mental condition that prevents the person from being able to perpetrate a violent physical action upon another person or self, or having having the mental capacity to plan, initial, or participate in a criminal act. Said person is dependent upon a third party for assistance with activities of daily living and healthcare needs. What else was it? He wasn't. He was paying inmate to help him out of bed. I don't know what they definition of incapacitated mean, but that is a perfect example of that. According to his sister account, Smith was dependent upon a third party and did not exhibit traits of being capable of committing physical harm. After his release, Casey said a Lieutenant Cooper with ADOC and J.D. Gardner, a Yes Care representative, warned the family about what they could not do as he was still the property of the state. Now listen to this right here. This is what they told her they could do. They told the family that if they took pictures of Smith and posted them online or took him to an outside doctor, Smith would be returned to prison. So you don't want them to post it online and take him to an outside doctor because your mess up that you didn't take care of that man. Casey said Cooper and Gardner were more worried about the family putting Smith on social media than they were about his status, which was true. It was true. They were more worried about the family putting him on social media than his status, how he was feeling. Before attaining medical furlough in September, Smith attempted to attain release through the provision in May, but was denied by ADOC Commissioner John Ham. This was covered by several news outlets at the same time as well. During a June prison oversight committee meeting, Ham addressed denying Smith's petition for medical furlough at that time. Ham explained that he denied the request for medical furlough then because Smith still had the capability of committing crime and was convicted of murder. How the man had that's a lame excuse. How the man had capability of committing a crime when he couldn't hardly get out of bed, and he had to pay inmates to help him out of bed. Despite Ham's characterization of Smith, the now and late man was already in work release center for several years and classified under minimum custody. Smith was at North Alabama Work Center since at least 2018, according to Casey, before being moved to Red Eagle Community Work Center in 2020 before his lawyer counsel was revealed. He was moved to Kilby Correctional Facility in January. The ODC's website described members of custody as the lowest custody destination an inmate can receive. Minimum custody is further divided into three levels: minimal in, minimal out, and minimal community. Red Eagle is a minimal out custody facility, which is also defined as ADOC website. Appropriate for inmates that do not pose a significant risk to self or others, and suitable to be assigned all property work detail without the direct supervision of correctional officer, the website says. Casey said she took issue with Ham's reasoning to deny medical furlough in May because Smith had already dramatically lost weight once arrived at Kilby Corrections Facility in January. Casey said Smith fell from 140 pounds to 104 pounds and already could not move on his own in May. Again, despite this, the medical department never considered Smith to be incapacitated, according to Casey. She also was upset that her brother was fine to go out and be around the community under work release, but could not be released to allow his family to take care of him as he suffered from cancer. Check this out. That don't make no sense to me. What they did to that man in there. That man went in there with all his meat on his bone, with all his body fat, but couldn't get released. But he couldn't move. Now that he's down, he cannot do anything on his own. You're going to say that he's fully capable of committing crime, Casey said. But as long as he was healthy enough to go out and work, it was fine with y'all. Because you allow him at a community center to work with your kids, and everybody else used to be around, but he was a threat to society then, which you were right. So, in other words, you were afraid what the family was going to do. You're afraid the family going to take him to an outside doctor, get another opinion, and get his real treatment. You weren't worried about him committing no other crime, because y'all committed the crime. Y'all committed that doggone crime or let that man suffer in there, and then want to release him to his family on a medical furlough because you talking about he was not incapacitated, but yet he had to pay inmates to get him out of bed. Y'all are the criminals. Y'all the one making it wrong, making these inmates suffer, especially like him. Then what you gonna do? What if it was your loved one in there with that deadly disease, that cancer disease, and somebody told you you can't take him home? What would you do? And this is what it was. Smith was charged with the murder of his girlfriend at the age of 22. In an appeal that was denied, he stated that he had ineffective counsel because his attorney never mentioned specific information in the trial, included at the time of the shooting he was twice the legal intoxication limit. Smith's, Smith's prosecutor was Doug V, who is also alleged in the petition as being affiliated with the KKK. Take that what it worth. The appeal also states that the judge gave Smith a sentence of 99 years despite Smith having no prior offenses, and the decision exceeded the maximum sentence authorized. In another document, Smith's brother and witness when the incident occurred said it was an accidental shooting. Casey said she wishes her brother would have been given furlough in May because they could have intervened to help him before he got worse as he was medically neglected. You held him to the point where he didn't have a chance, Casey said. We know there was a lot of medical neglect because of the fact of the condition he was in. Just to think about him being in that prison, knowing that he couldn't physically do anything for himself. See, this ain't the only thing that AD, Alabama Department of Correction, did, right? This is not the only thing. They've been corrupt. Here's another one. An incarcerated individual may have allegedly been beaten to death by officer. ADOC is incarcerated death water source problems. Then you got a former lieutenant of the Alabama Department of Correction sentenced for assaulted incarcerated person and the cover up. This was going down in Alabama prison. See, that shouldn't happen in the prison. Because he committed murder, he committed this, he committed that, or she did this, or she did that. That shouldn't stop you from doing your job or treating a person. That shouldn't stop you from doing nothing for that person. What if your family member, what if they family member were locked up somewhere else? They family did the same thing. They be crown foul. They be want an investigation. Tell me, what would you would have did? How would you would feel that your family member was neglected? How would you feel your family member was neglected like that? That somebody said he's not incapacitated and denied to go home on furlough medical leave, which he put it in May and June of 2022, but didn't get to go home. Now, put it in September 22, but 7 months later, they finally gave him medical furlough when he couldn't do nothing, when he needed help, real help. When that stage, when that cancer reached stage 4, didn't give him no kind of treatment, was diagnosed with cancer, and they didn't help that man. He was nothing but he was not even human to them. That was that was how some of the prison people, the guards, the medical staff treat the people that locked up. What is that with your family member? He just had a chance, got screwed by the justice system, by his own lawyer, by the judge, by the prosecutor. That's sad. That's a sad state to be in. That's a sad. Just imagine if that was your family member that got done like that while they were locked up in prison. Then when his sister talked to him again, he told her last time he took a bath was 10 days ago when they visited him. If that don't hurt your soul that a human could do another human being like that because he got cancer, because he's locked up, do I think some people deserve to be locked up? Yes, I do. Do I think they should be deserve to be treated like that? No, I don't. Because at the end of the day, they are still human, or they are locked behind them bars. They can't get out. But I guarantee you, if he was another man of persuasion, he would have been let out. Now we talk about the state of Alabama Department of Corrections. What were they thinking? They wasn't looking out for his help. They were looking out for that money they was getting for that prison, for him in there. But he was good enough to go work out into the community, but they weren't afraid of him doing nothing to somebody long as he was going out working for them. They were afraid that what they were doing to him would get out. They was trying to save their own skin. Their own skin. Can you believe that? How can a human do somebody like that? I'm gonna take a commercial break. Anybody want to come on the panel and talk about this? They can. Let's go.
Ooh, I can't wait till I finish this one. Why you on me? Why you on me? Huh? Why you on me? Why is you on me? Get off of me. I gotta make all the wolves.
Respect to together, respect to the commission out team. And for anybody that watching it, go sub up to together, commission out team. TCAT Sounds and Beat. Uh, I've got the other one, and go sub up to Miss Jasmine, the Green Wolf, B Rob, Jace, Jaco, the Big Dog, Silverback King, Silverback which is with two K's. Go sub up to them folks at E. But it's like this. This wasn't gonna be a long live anyway. And I'm gonna come circle back to this weekend too. And I got the other project I gotta go take a week research on too. So it's gonna be more than one live. But it's sad. That's a sad story. That's a sad story with that right there being said, right? Who would want it's a sad story that a man with cancer, with diagnosed with cancer, could get that medical treatment. He was good enough to go out and work for the Alabama Department of Corrections. But when he couldn't move and had to pay inmates, they helped him get out of bed. He probably couldn't wipe his butt. He probably couldn't even wash himself. How do that make you feel? Just think about it. What if that was your loved one? And they couldn't let him go home on medical furlough. Then when the family finally got him home, his daughter was born when he was locked up. His daughter couldn't even hug her daddy because he's so frail. Just think how that daughter felt when she can't. Just think how a daughter would feel if she cannot hug you. Just think how a son would feel if he could not hug you because you're so frail and you don't have no meat on your bone. You don't have no body fat, but you went in there with body fat. They got diagnosed with cancer. They didn't start that treatment till about months later. How would you feel? How would you feel that was your family member? And then them lame excuses that apartment, department, Alabama Department of Correction is giving them. Oh, he might hurt somebody or himself, but yet they let him go out on work release, or work in the community around their kids in the community. He wasn't on danger then, was he? No danger then, not at all. That's a sad. That's a sad, sad sight. Had to be wheeled out of the prison. He couldn't walk. Even with the medical bed, he couldn't raise his own head. He couldn't feed himself. I just This is something for y'all to think about. This is something got to change. in the prison system, in the legal system. It's sad. It's sad that he had to suffer like that. Then when he finally then when they finally let him go home on furlough, he was on a home for said let's say 3 days. 3 days his family had time to spend with him, sit with him till he passed away. What would you would have did if that was your family member? How would you feel? How do you feel about the story I just told you? It's real. It's real, family. It's real, folks. That has some prison does. That has some prison wardens. Uh, everybody that it's all a game. They don't care about their inmates. Some prisons do not care about the inmates. But do you care about your family member? Go check up on your family member. Just just let them know that somebody on the outside love them and see what kind of help they in. It's a sad, sad story, but it's true. I'm gonna stay on top of the Alabama Department of Corrections. I got more stories to bring y'all from that. Not just this story, but some more stories about the Alabama Department of Correction this week. It's sad. It is sad, sad, sad. Why do we have to? Why do our family member have to go suffer like? Why did they family member have to suffer like he did? Which it could have been preventable. What would you would have did? You worked at that prison he was at. Would you been with the get along game in that facility, or you would have had a human mind, a care in the world, and would you have just vouched for him when they fought for him to give him the treatment that he deserved and needed at the time? Or would you just be the one to stand by, scared what the repercussion was going to be if you advocated for him? You can't let a man sit up there in his own and die like that without giving him a treatment. Alabama Alabama Department of Correction, they don't give a flying you know what. Because it's not one of their fellow members. Long they getting paid, long that prison getting paid, long the owner of that prison getting paid. They don't care. And it trickle down to the medical staff. Somebody should have had the kahunas. Somebody should have had the brain smart in their brain to say this ain't right. And there was right. When you watch this live, watch the replay, when you watch the replay, just let me know what you think. Leave, leave your comment in the comment section. Because I got more coming about the Alabama Department of Correction. It might be tomorrow night, then again it might be Thursday. Or it might be Thursday and Friday. Might be Wednesday, Thursday. Respect to the Wolfpack Council. Respect to Now River Queedy, James, Wax AP, Diamond Shooter, uh, Monique Hill, Fatty Yak, Scott Switter, JP. And respect to Rimrock TV, State Game, Motorboy Trade, True Hurts. Uh, thank you for all the supporters. I was saying on this morning, folks, we need to fall in love with Christ. That's
Mm.
fall in love with you doing tonight? This morning, rather.
What's up? What's up, Cello? What it do? What it do? What it do? Hello, everybody in the chat, to anybody that's gonna listen to the replay. Because first of all, April Showers, I am an adult and I am a woman, a woman, and I'm coming on to D Truth to apologize for the other night when I got on his panel. When he felt like he didn't like something I was saying, I probably should have said F him and his panel and left. But I didn't do that. I went a little bit further. Um, I really didn't know how your panels was run. I didn't know that, you know, people can't say certain things, you get upset and all of this. I thought panels was everybody was able to express their opinions. I didn't realize I had to watch what I say or my opinion wouldn't be respected or all of that. Second thing is I ain't a racist. Okay. I like my people and I speak on my people and I talk about my people. It's how I know it. My truth. I express my truth. But anyway, that's not neither here or there. I apologize because I should have cussed you out and left the panel. That's what I should have did.
Well, sorry about your damn luck. See, one thing you're not gonna do. Come on, say that right there. So I already knew it was coming, but guess what? It is what it is. But guess what? She said what she said, but I'm talking about the man that was locked up in prison. That didn't get that medical treatment that he needed to get. He didn't get that medical treatment while he was in prison. Cause they were they was trying to get all the money they could squeeze out of him while he was in there. But he was all right to go to work out in the community. But he wasn't okay to go home. He was all right to go home on medical furlough like he should have had been. He they should have let him go home on medical furlough. I'll call you later. I'll call you later. And the thing is, he is that man that supposed to went home on medical furlough when he got diagnosed with cancer. When he's supposed to start his cancer treatment, which it was started late. They were looking at the dollar sign. They were looking at the dollar sign. Like I said, take and go see your family member. See how the prison system, I don't care what state you're in, go see what the prison system, how they are treating your family member. See how they was treating your family member, right? Make sure they are okay. Ask them if they have any kind of medical condition that was diagnosed that does not get said about. That's all you got to do. If they say they got a medical treatment that not been said about, you take action. Go through the right chain and make sure they do. Make sure you do. Make sure you do. Make sure you do. Cause that don't make no sense. When that man, I want to ask y'all a question. I'm gonna ask y'all a question in the chat. Whoever's still in the chat. Was Alabama Department of Correction scared of him doing something to somebody else if they let him go home on medical furlough, or what they just wanted him to stay there so they get every bit of money they can for him. Which one was it? Was it A? Was it B? I'll ask you, chat. A, they were scared he was gonna in his condition he was gonna commit another crime while he was out on medical furlough. Mind you, he couldn't do nothing for himself. Or B, they were getting they kept him just to get more money for him. You right, Joe. You right, Joe. That's what they was doing. Just imagine that your relative had to pay inmates to help you out of bed. Just imagine, just imagine your relative had to pay inmates, probably just to feed him, had to pay inmates to wash him, pay inmates to wipe his butt. He couldn't move. He couldn't move himself. He was had bed sores. Then when they finally let him go home, he passed away 4 days later. What makes it even sadder is that his daughter, his own daughter that was born when he was locked up, when he was incarcerated, couldn't even hug a daddy. Could hug a daddy. That's something to think about. We are she. It's it's sad that people don't see other people as human beings when they locked up. It's sad that people don't see other people as, I'm not gonna say equal, as they are. They don't see them as humans. Either they see them as less than, even if outside of prison, they think people less than, and in prison, they are less than to them. They are animals to them. How do we go about remedying this? We got to check on our family members. We got to check out our family members that is locked up, that you know locked up. See what's going on. See where their mind at. See how they are being treated. See how they are being treated medical wise. You got to see it. You got to see it. You got to feel it. You got to see it. I will reiterate. I will come back live tomorrow night and Thursday with some more ADOC, how bad it is in the Alabama Department of Correction in a prison in Alabama. I will be back. Like I said, for everyone that I shouted out the first time, Woodpack Council, Nile River, Wax AP, Queen James, Diamond Shooter, Martin Hill, to our Cali folks, Keyway LA, K Bar, Rim Rock TV, my boy Trey, True Hurts, and everybody that support and love me. Without y'all supporting me, I would be I wouldn't be doing this like I am. Because what you get on here is what you get in real life. Like I always say, you gotta love and respect yourself. Because if you don't love and respect yourself, if you love and respect yourself, you can see through all the BS. And you gotta love yourself. Who can love yourself better than you? Who can love you better than you? And sometimes take time to meditate, reminisce, and think. And we are, let me see. I'm trying to see where I'm going. I'm going to get a few more commercial right quick. Then we are getting out of here.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Look at what I found. Look, I only have 2 for now, but I'm gonna order some more of these. Oh, those are nice. When you say, yes, sirree. I'm in my room. Sorry, y'all. I'm just showing y'all what your girl picked up. Maybe this could be a Wolfpack thing. We'll talk about it. Don't forget to hit that like button, that post notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Jenny, you watching for the bushes? Okay. Which one? Which one is it? Is it my niece or my nephew? Which one you got sniffling? Which one sniffling? Is that change of weather? Tell the family How that I love them. Okay, Jenny. But but you been here? Oh, the nephew. Oh man. Well, I would tell you to bring him down here, but it's kind of chilly down here too. But you been watching? Was you at the beginning? Was you in here at the beginning of the live, Jenny? If you just type one if it's yes, and type two if it's no. That's all you got to do. That's it. But I'm gonna revisit this when I do. Is that you, Miss Jasmine? Type in the back. That's you, Miss Jasmine.
Who else is it gonna be?
Oh, okay. Okay. Boy, hey, man, I feel like I got in trouble when you said it like that.
What the hell was that? What
I
the
don't.
hell was that?
Supposedly, what was that? Supposedly, it from the other night. Remember the other night when I was live? Or I think it was Friday or Saturday night, one of them 2 nights. She supposedly was coming over here to apologize, but I knew better. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh,
I already knew better.
uh-huh.
So when she said she should have cussed me out, you already know what I did. Doop, dropped her. I ain't got time for it.
Um,
And I told, and I was talking to, and I was talking to Mondo and to get them back, and I said they don't. Miss Jasmine, you know me and Mondo for a while. Hey, we
oh
know.
yeah.
Don't they know we know stuff before it happens? What people gonna do before they do
Uh-huh.
it? When they gonna learn? And then she
That
was
was
talking about
crazy.
yeah. Then she said then she talking about she didn't know that somebody different opinion, right? I'm like, we had different opinion all the time up here.
Is that what Mondo was talking about earlier?
Yeah, from the other part that first part of it, but the second part of what I had brought up,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
hmm
okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I've been
So,
sick. I've been a little out of the mood.
oh yeah. And how you feeling any better?
I'm about at 55% now.
Okay, okay. And you see, I'm putting you, I'm promoting you. And you that green little fire. I'm jealous.
Uh,
I'm jealous.
I try. I try, D. I try.
I know, and I already know your content gonna be fire. I know you gonna. I know you ain't gonna go down some rabbit holes like I'm going. What rabbit holes I be going down, but I be going down some rabbit holes.
And you will be hitting the link, won't you? You'll be joining
Oh
me on a
yeah.
panel sometimes.
Why wouldn't I,
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm
Jasmine?
going to hold you to that, D.
Yeah, Miss Jasmine. You know I'm gonna hit
Uh-huh.
the link. You know I'm gonna hit the link. Look. I'm gonna hit the
Okay.
link. Yeah, and you know I have my
And
opinion.
don't make me come find you. Don't make me come find you. You know I'm here in Atlanta also.
Uh-oh.
Smyrna is not far from Decatur. I will come find you, D.
Oh, oh, you know I'm gonna hit the link. Look, I got to hit the Queen Wolf link. Look,
Okay?
look, what?
You
Look, here.
better.
Look. The Enforcer Wolf. Look, the Enforcer Wolf don't hit the link. Something wrong. See,
You crazy.
they know it. They know it. Why you think I ain't scared to
Uh,
go down there? Why you think I'm not scared to go down some of these rabbit holes? Some of these other content creators scared to go down. But
I can see
I
you be
can't wait.
giving them hell over here.
No, what I want my people to do is start using their brain to think before they start talking. That's my
Absolutely.
agenda. Hmm? What you say,
Um,
Jasper?
Nothing wrong with being a free thinker. There's nothing wrong with being a free thinker.
You're right. But I don't want them. I don't want to be. I do not want them to be one of them dumb free thinkers. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You know what
Yeah.
I used to say. You know what I said. You got the not woke. You got the woke, and the too damn woke. You see what I'm saying? The too damn woke and the
Oh
non
yeah.
woke. Too damn woke and the non woke is basically the same.
Absolutely. I'm a free thinker. I wouldn't consider myself a woke or non woke. I'm a free thinker.
I'm a free thinker too. I analyze stuff too much. And that's it could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. But I consider it a good thing because
Okay.
sometimes I think outside the box. And me and the mother been
I
around each
see.
other. Me and the mother been around each other too damn long.
Oh,
over
I
40,
know.
over 40,
He's
over
told me
40.
some stories. He's
I
told
know.
me he's told me some stories. Some crazy stories for you guys in your Alabama days.
Yeah, boy. I'm like this.
Well,
I can't wait. Go. Hey, I want you to get well so you get ready to go live and you and the mother dude do 106 and chat. I can't wait. I'm I'm so excited. I might look when you go that day you go live. See, I probably like a kid on Christmas. I'll be like kids over Christmas. What? What time you go? Even if I'm at work and you go live, I'm like, I got my sister's on right now, and I gotta go support her. Y'all can handle it. But that green, I gotta ask you this question though, Jasper. How do you decide on green?
I heard
Yo,
green has always been my favorite color. The color of money, of course.
yeah, and blue is all my always my favorite color. And guess what? The skies when it clear, what color is it? Blue. And it brings sunshine and smile on people's faces. So
And
we
may
both
I
got.
ask, why is blue your favorite? Why is blue your favorite color? May I
I
ask?
I don't know. It just happened to be like wait a minute. Why did blue? Tell the truth, I never thought about that, Jasmine. Wait a minute here. You just made me think.
Oh my God.
I just said blue.
Really?
Yeah, it came down to these two colors, right? Black or blue. Because I like dark colors. See what I'm saying? I like dark colors for some reason. And I'm like, no,
Well,
I don't
your
want.
boy,
Huh?
your boy loves black. Your boy Mondo loves black.
Yeah.
So it's not
So
hard to figure out what his favorite color is.
nah, because tell the truth, I never thought about it. How I chose my favorite color, blue. I think I know. I think I know how I chose the color blue. Because my high school team was orange and blue, and my favorite color team is orange and blue. So I didn't want to do orange. Could you imagine me walking around with a whole bunch of orange on?
I don't think that's a good look, a good color
Nah,
for you.
that's why I stuck with blue.
The
You know,
blue,
man.
the blue is, the blue is nice on you, but orange, no.
Mm-mm. I be walking around here look like one of them, none of them orange candy cane.
I,
I be walking around like one of them orange candy cane, and, look, and people think I'm a pumpkin on Halloween. Look at them.
exactly that low. Uh,
Look at them popped
you're
up in the chat.
no, I don't.
Go ahead.
Salute to the chat. Salute everyone. Salute to the chat. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Nah, I was foolish to hit man. Where the well you been? You better make it a good excuse. If I were you, I would say I've been working. That's a good excuse. That's the best excuse anybody can use, ain't it?
I haven't seen him in a while. He was in Mondo's chat a lot
Yeah. He pop in and out of
last year.
mine. Mm-hmm. He pop in and out. He probably been working a lot. Jenny's
Hmm.
in here. And she trying to rock her munchkin back to sleep. He's sick.
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. I see Joe. Miss Joe Delaney.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
And
Joe.
still Jay was in here. Jane Wilson was in here. Together was in here. Rocky. Yeah. Like I said, that I'm doing the next segment on the Alabama Department of Correction tomorrow night. Hmm.
Okay, well, you keep doing your thing over here. I'm gonna drop on down and take me some more medicine and lay back down. I'm still quarantining. I'm away from everyone, so I kind of get bored and I come on here just to occupy myself. But I'm gonna lay down and give me
Yeah.
some rest.
Yeah.
I
You
just
need
want
to.
to make sure you're all
Yeah. Look here. I wasn't expecting you to pop up like that, but I'm glad you did. Cause guess what? You need to get your rest so you have your strength, and you know we're all here for you. Oh
thank you
yeah, and
so much, Mom.
that what Joe said. She said, "Hugs, Miss Jasmine. Please get
Oh,
well
thank you so
soon."
much, Joe. Joe Delaney is so supportive. Thank
Yeah,
you for the kind words that the kind comments on my videos. Thank you so much.
did you drop another one day or no?
No, I may drop another one tomorrow.
Okay, I thought I missed sharing it.
Uh-huh.
I don't want you to come at me. I want you to come at me.
Oh, I told you. I told Mondo to tell you. Hey, tell him I'll find him. I'll drive to the care. I'm right here in your backyard.
hey, hey, I bet you told him the same thing too, didn't you? You told him the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I've been to Snellville a couple of times.
Hmm.
I know exactly where he's at.
So I'm like this. Me and him gonna be on our best behavior. We're gonna be on our best behavior. You
We
already know what we're
better.
gonna say.
I'm gonna be on you. He said he's gonna. I think it's me and him and his wife. They're going on a vacation for a week. So me and you're gonna have to hold things down. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like your shadow. I'm gonna be
Hmm.
like your shadow.
And we do not respond to nobody else, no matter what they say, because I don't even watch them. I don't even care. So yeah, together said, she said, "Hello,
Hey,
Jasmine."
Eminem.
She called you Miss Jazzy.
Hey, together. Love your
Yeah, she
work.
she
Love your
finna go.
work.
Jasmine, she ain't feeling good either. She got a tooth stuck down there. She went to the dentist, got it pulled, and you know
Yeah,
how it.
yeah. Remember you all were mentioning she had some dental work done.
Yeah. So everybody take care of themselves because it change the weather will make you sick, and no telling what all kind of dis- diseases, germs are flying around. So make sure you take care of yourself.
Mhm. And
Self self
yeah, the
love.
weather is just the weather. Yeah, the weather is crazy. Like this weekend, it's gonna get warm. It's gonna get up to like the mid 60s. You heard about that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like it was cold the first few days, then all of a sudden it's raining and chilly, and it's still gonna rain. It
Uh-huh.
drizzle. I'm like, can't catch a break.
Uh-huh. You're okay. Well, I'm gonna drop on down, take this medicine, and lay my fat ass down. So, and
I
that's
was.
PHAT, not FAT. PHAT.
I know what you meant when you said. I'm glad you clarified for the rest of the folks who gonna watch this replay, and they like, she fat. I'm like, okay, you must don't see the pictures. She is, she mean
That
PHAT for all y'all folks that not hip. She got to get a laugh.
boy, you crazy. Let me get
Yeah.
all out of here. You take care, and I just wanted to come up here and check on you and make sure you were okay.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. When I switch the avatar to the wolf avatar, then you might have a problem.
Oh, they're not ready for the wolf. Not the wolf avatar. Not the wolf avatar.
Yeah, you know about the wolf avatar.
Mhm.
Several, several people don't got it, but
All right. Let me go
go
ahead
ahead.
and
I know they ever say, go ahead and take Big Brother talking now. Go ahead and get dropped down. Go take your medicine, get your rest, cause you need it.
okay. All right. Everyone in the chat. Salute to everyone in the chat and D Truth. Keep doing your thing. I love what you're doing over here. And thank you for
Thank
having me.
you. Welcome. You know you welcome anytime.
All right.
Welcome anytime.
Okay. I will be popping back up on you
I know.
real soon.
I know.
Okay. Uh, All righty. Okay. Hold me to it. You can hold me to it now.
Oh, I ain't gonna hold you to it because I already know you are.
okay. All right. Good night. Good
Good
night,
night.
beautiful people.
Yep, that was Miss Jasmine the Green Wolf. She will be going live when she get. I don't know what percentage she said she had 55% now. And like I said, go sub up to her. And now I'm going to start off. I didn't expect that guest, but she came up and we chatted up a little bit. And everybody, love and respect yourself, please. So you see through all the BS and love yourself. Because nobody can love you better than you. Nobody can love you better than you. And that's a great way to end a live. If you like the way we just ended that live, put a one in the chat. If you love the way we just ended that on a good positive note, good uplifting spirits, good uplifting, and that's what we're here to do. lift people up, elevate people, give them positive outlook to different things, expand their mind, learn how to be a free thinker. That's what we do. That's what we do. Call out stuff that's not right. Y'all want me to do is this is what I want y'all. This is what I need. This is what I need y'all help right here. Do I need y'all help right here? Should I? Should I do three more things about the Alabama Department of Correction? Three more things about the Alabama Department of Correction. If you want me to do three more lies about the Alabama Department of Correction, put a one in the chat. If not, put a two. Cause that needs to be talked about. Cause you might have loved one locked up in prison, in county jail, and ain't no telling what's going on. Yes, it was horrible. It was horrible. Like Joe said, and like I said, they kept him in there for profit. They kept him in there for profit. And another reason they kept him in there, they were afraid what his fellow was going to do if they took him to another doctor. If they would have let him out on American furlough, he'd probably be still here right now. But what really made it sad for me, and really horrible for me, that his daughter that was born while he was incarcerated can hug her daddy. Because he's so frail and his body, they had no body fat. That's sad. That's sad. But we are out of here, right? For real. So I got all warns. I got all warns. That's sad. But how many more incarcerated people is not getting medical treatment? Good night, Joe. Young Riz, I'm about to get out of here. It's going to be fun. You know what I'm about to do? Let's see, which one should I play? I'm going to play two to end the show.
In the bustling metropolis of Verity, the duo of D-Truth and Armando Black stood as beacons of righteousness. D-Truth, enigmatic and silent, bore the mantle of both the enforcer and the strategic mind known as the Blue Wolf. His partnership with Armando Black was a seamless fusion of silent strength and relentless determination. Armando, fueled by an unyielding pursuit of truth, found in D-Truth an enigmatic ally whose silent demeanor belied a depth of loyalty and unwavering support. Together, they navigated the shadows that plagued Verity, their synergy a testament to the power of unity in the face of adversity. As the enforcer, D-Truth brought forth a silent determination, while the strategic acumen of the Blue Wolf guided their every move. their complementary skills intertwined, forming an unbreakable bond that echoed through the streets, leaving a lasting legacy as defenders of justice in Verity's annals.
I'm going to sign off with my old intro. Peace. We out.
Buddha.